Hey there guys, it's Silver, your host, and we are back with more Resident Evil 2. Gonna finish the police station bit today, so let's check this room here. We have some lovely shotgun shells, get those, and what could be waiting in the back here? Marvellous, the Magnum. This bad boy is going to carry a lot of the run. And this was another room that was very nicely recreated in 2 Remake. Very faithfully so. Alright, so we have our new weapon and some more shotgun shells. The plan of action is a pretty simple one. We'll also grab this herb. And we have now got to find the last plug. Let's go searching, shall we? Alright. I believe we are going to have to be careful in here. There are still zombies loitering. Right, he's a sleeper. Get him. Boom. Yeah, if you walk past him, he would have, grabbed our leg and tried to bite us. Run around those two. We don't need to bother them. And we're going to have to go down this corridor that we pretty much cleared out earlier. Avoid that one zombie. He's easy enough to deal with. Now, there are a lot of important things in this hallway. One among them is definitely the cog to turn the wheel in the top 4 clock tower mechanism to get the last plug. So there's a simple puzzle to solve in here as well. Shall we have a read? A picture of a man on a carriage, something is on the wheel, like the Queen, King and Jack, and the carriage will begin running. Good. There's our pointer. This part is also easier with Leon, because he starts with the lighter, so there's less inventory management. 12 is the Queen, 13 is the King, 11 is the Jack. Marvellous. And there's the cog wheel that we need to turn the clock mechanism. Another puzzle that was nicely recreated in 2 Remake with gears, which made things quite fun, if a little bit stressful because you had to evade Mr. X while doing it. I had a problem with that puzzle in 2 Remake when I was streaming it last night. The inventory management was a bit messy. It really was. That, and it was my first time streaming Resident Evil 2 Remake in months, so we got an A, but we didn't reach our usual S rank standard. Get this guy. Boom. Very good. Well, for those of you who are watching this now, my Resident Evil 2 streams were probably a couple of weeks ago now, because I've recorded this here like weeks before it's actually gone up. Like, this is probably going up in, I assume, if my schedule is correct, like sometime in late July, while it was recorded in late June. So you're probably seeing this way after it was recorded, but hey, that's the way the whole YouTube thing works, don't it, folks? Got some more things planned after this Resident Evil 2 go through as well. If you guys do want more of this, then you know the deal. Always request it. I'll happily do Claire's B scenario. That will be a longer run, because I'm not as well acquainted with the B scenario as I am compared to the A. But I'll see what I can do. Like, Leon's A scenario is the one I'm most comfortable with, so I usually start with it. I know where pretty much everything is. Makes things easier. Right, so let's consolidate the inventory. So, we will pick up the crank, We need that. And put the key away. Now, what else? No, I do reckon we're good. That's all we require to get the last plug of the 4. Gonna have to do some... No, wait, hold on, Sylvie, you've gone the wrong way there, dude. Back it up, you've gone the wrong way. Alright. Don't ask me why I went in that direction. I could not tell you. So, where we need to go is back into the library, then up to the 2nd floor to reach the clock tower. He says he knows where everything is, and then immediately goes the wrong way. Classic Silver experience here. A true classic. Alright, do this properly. Time to head up. And boom. Zombies are spilling through. There's a reason I saved this plug till last on Leon's A scenario. Because once you've picked it up, as you will see in a moment, there's an option to jump down a dust chute to go straight into the basement area, which allows you to bypass all of those zombies very easily. So if you pick up the other 3 plugs first and then save that one till last, it makes life way easier compared to saving some of the others till later on. You may have to risk going through areas that are flooded with zombies, and yeah, I don't want to have to fight like 6 or 7 zombies in a narrow corridor. It wastes ammo, and it puts us in a tricky position. Okay, so the crank has been used. Head up here, and we've got to put the cog into the clock mechanism. Here presto, done. Will you push it? Consider it pushed. And open sesame. Very nice. Okay, last plug. Down we go. See what I mean? You can just jump straight down and avoid any of those zombies. You can also use the cord.
No! Get away!
Sounds like Ben is having a bad day. Before we go and check up on him, we're going to go back into the parking area, because I believe we left a green herb there. We should probably pick that one up and combine it so we have a double heal. Because you can never have enough healing in this game. To be fair, it's very generous with the healing. Very generous indeed, compared to some of the other Resident Evil games. But to those people who sometimes have problems sidestepping enemies or performing some of the evasive maneuvers, they can always be helpful. I struggle sometimes.
Ben! Can you still hear me? Come on, answer! Damn! I don't believe this. I almost got the story. Ben. Bitter irony. the chief of police, a co-conspirator. Get that scum. Make him pay.
Hang in there, Ben.
Oh, my chest! It's burning!
What's wrong?
Good God, what was that?
Where are you going, Ada?
To the chemical plant. I have a feeling that's where I'll find John.
Ada, wait! Hey! Do you read me, Claire? We now have access to the back of the parking lot.
Got it.
I'm getting out of here and heading to the sewer. Can you meet me there?
I'm on my way.
Alrighty. R.I.P. Ben there, guys. To be fair, he doesn't get a very good, he doesn't get a very good rap in either game. But at least he gets a bit more screen time in the original. In the remake, it's just like, come on, get me out of here. And then it's just like, Mr. X comes through a wall and yeet. Job done. But yeah, R.I.P. Ben. And now it looks like we're going to have to follow Ada to the chemical plant. I'm sure that will be a jolly good time, folks. A jolly good time. Alright. There's a reason I picked up that blue and green herb there to make a mix. 1, poison enemies. 2, we're not coming back here. It's forwards from here, no going back. Head down the ladder. That, and I seem to have a bit of bad luck with these spiders. Sometimes they will just decide to randomly spit poison at me and be like, yep, okay, done. And they're very hard to avoid. Very hard. I actually the other day had those spiders there kill one of my, speedruns. Well, not kill it, but basically deprive me of a new personal best. Because I had to double back into that room where Ben is to get the green and blue herb to get rid of poison, and it wasted more than a minute. If that hadn't have happened, we would have had a personal best time there. Okay, so we are packing the last plug, the magnum, shotgun and some shells. We'll only need the magnum for this fight. It's pretty easy. To be fair, that's where Leon's A scenario kind of excels. How to beat bosses? Just take the magnum. Be sure to conserve your ammo and don't use it on anything else, and just use the magnum. Now this boss fight is pretty simple. Just unload the magnum into it. Tank a hit or two, just unload. And there you go. Done. Like that. In about 10-15 seconds. 7 magnum rounds is all it takes. Very easy. Last plug into the wall. And done. Heading into the sewers. Let's get moving.
Ada! What was that all about? That was reckless and stupid.
Those zombies are everywhere. Not to mention that thing that got Ben.
I was there, Leon. I know.
Look, Ada. As an officer, it's my job to look out for you. But we're not going to get through this alive if we don't work together. Okay?
All right. We'll do this your way for now.
Alright, so we have Ada with us now. We'll take Ada with us. Righty. Next order of business. Explore the chemical plant together. Or go through the sewers to the chemical plant so we can explore it. Go up here. And definitely pick up these blue herbs. Because this part of the game loves to throw poison enemies at you. Absolutely loves to do that. So we'll not give them the satisfaction. Going to be easy to just avoid them completely. Now then. Let's do a bit of inventory management here. Shift a few things around. Yeah, I reckon that's a good idea. But before we do that, we're going to go into this storage room here. Open it up. Very nice. And you will see that there are some nice goodies down here. And don't we all love items in a survival horror game? It's dark, so let's get it illuminated. First up, some magnum bullets here. Very nice. And if we go around here, we also have shotgun shells. Marvelous. Locked and loaded and ready to go. Okay. Now that we've picked up all the excess ammo, we'll shuffle our inventory around a little bit and keep on moving forwards. Now, the big question is, what should we put in the box and what should we take out? Alright, so the herbs are going away. Right. Magnum bullet. We're not keeping one bullet in our inventory. Obviously, we're going to have to put those blue herbs away as well. And yeah, we are going to need that valve handle. Do a combine that. Good. Double green and a blue. And then make that a red, green and blue. And now we can put one of those away. There we go. And I reckon we're in business. Magnum, shotgun, valve handle. That's all we're going to need for this segment, and we should have just enough space. Just enough. So down the elevator we go. I love that effect, the way it pans out. Alright, down we go.
Ada! Heads up!
Leon, that woman was... I have to talk to her.
As if she just leaves Leon on the floor, bleeding, the cynical and uncaring. Oof. That's dreadful. I mean, at least in the remake, she patches up his injuries and, wraps him in her coat. That was... She just left him there bleeding. That's pretty damn awful. In fact, it's very damn awful. I suppose you better follow Annette. These bugs can be annoying when you're doing Claire's side of the story, because you have Sherry here, and she moves very slowly. Very slowly indeed.
Don't move. You're the one who was with that cop, if I'm not mistaken. Identify yourself. Ada? Ada Wong.
Ada Wong. I've heard that name before. Now I remember. One of the men from Chicago who came to assist the T-virus research used his girlfriend's name as his password. Ada and John, I believe.
How did you know? Who are you?
Annette Birkin. My husband is the man responsible for the creation of the T-virus. William Birkin.
What?
John's dead. He became one of those zombies. My condolences. And although I regret this, you will be joining him shortly. I won't let anyone take the G-virus away from me.
G-virus?
It's capable of creating the ultimate bioweapon. Its potential is even greater than that of the T-virus.
Then that must mean the creature in the police department is...
Precisely. My husband, William. And it's all Umbrella's fault. None of this would have happened if they hadn't tried to steal his research away from him.
This way. It's sheer perfection. My precious G-virus. No one will ever take you away from me.
There he is.
So you finally come.
Doctor, we're here to collect the G-virus sample.
Sorry, but I won't just hand over my life's work.
Stop it! You might hit the sample. That's it, all right. Okay, let's move out.
William. Oh my. Hold on, darling. I'm taking care of that bullet wound first. Stay here.
Alpha team, have you retrieved the sample yet?
Affirmative. We'll be at the rendezvous point in 1 minute.
Roger.
Are you telling me that he injected the G-virus into his own body?
The G-virus has the ability to revitalize cellular functions.
What was that? Something's wrong. Let's check it out. Over there! Shoot! Eat this, you freak! I'm stopping it! What is this thing? Hurry! What is this thing? Fire! Fire! You son of a...
So those rats were the carriers of the virus.
As a result of his virus-induced transmutation, William should have lost any prior memories he had as a human by now. Even worse, every G-virus bioweapon, including William, has the ability to implant embryos into other creatures.
And create offspring. No. Too bad.
You know something, that has to be the slap of the century right there. The way Ada just slaps Annette in the face, it was just like smack. No wonder she fell off the railing. Right, down we go. Let's get moving.
Ada?
Alright, we're back on our feet and playing as Leon again. This is where things are going to get fun. Not that they weren't fun as Ada. Like, I'd play through that entire segment again just to watch that slap. But hey. Right. Avoid the spider. Hiss. I don't like spiders. That's why. You know, if we hadn't have had the invulnerability frames from climbing up there, we would have been poisoned. There are no two ways about it. We would have absolutely gotten poisoned. Right, so we have the wolf medal and some more shotgun shells. Avoid the spiders. They are colossally frustrating. Avoid the spiders. We don't need spider friends. Well, not spiders of this size anyway. They're like mega tarantulas. I mean, people with arachnophobia must be, you know, freaking out. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not massively keen on spiders. Like, if I'm seeing a small spider, that's not a problem. But if you start seeing, like, massive wolf spiders, and those colossal things that jump off the walls in Japan, those monstrous spiders they have in Japan, they are... No, that's where I start getting freaked out. Video game spiders don't bother me. They're less of an issue. And now we'll use the valve handle to move the bridge back up. Saves time. That's going to be the last time we use the valve handle. You have to use it once at the other side to lower the bridge, and then once more to raise it again. Grab this herb. Very good, got a green. Grab a green. We'll grab a second one, and combine those to make a double. And now we have just enough space left over to pick up these shotgun shells. Nice. And we also have one inventory slot left to pick up the second medal. We're going to need that to get out the sewer system. So, gonna have to go down here. We're looking good.
Ada!
You know, that's a big alligator. But folks in Florida are just laughing right now. They're like, alligator? Please, amateur. We see them while we cycle and drive to work. Alligators are everywhere in Florida. Ooh. Now that's something I wouldn't want to tangle with. I've heard stories about them dragging people into the water. Well, that one won't be dragging anybody into the water. I'd say he's well and truly done. I also liked how they brought back the alligator fight in 2 Remake. That was very fun. The way they managed to slot that in there. I know the developers were thinking long and hard on how they could include it, because they weren't sure if they were going to, and in the end they put it in as like a chase sequence, which was really good. Alright, let's go and meet up with Ada again, shall we?
Leon.
This bullet wound isn't making things any easier.
Quiet, Leon. I'll patch you up. That's 2 I owe you.
Don't mention it.
I just found out. John's dead.
What?
Never mind. Let's just get out of here. The sooner the better.
Right. You're about to see the reason why I raised the bridge with a valve handle. If I hadn't have done that beforehand, I would have had to have backtracked all the way downstairs again to raise it manually. So it's better to just, do it while you are in the same room. And you can also keep hold of the valve handle to operate this fan. So you can just go straight back without having to mess around. Keep it in your inventory, it's important for this segment. Saves so much time. So much time. Thankfully, as well, once we head up this ladder here, there won't be any of those annoying bug creatures. They only turn up at that one little moment, the first time you go through it, as either Ada or Sherry. Like I said, Ada won't have a problem. She's quick enough to outrun them. Sherry, on the other hand, no, she's not quick enough to outrun them, and they will usually get her. Like, I have not found a way to outrun them or get around them. Now then, zombies here, just ignore them. They're going to have a jolly good time. Ada was blasting one there. That sounds like her personal issue. Now avoid the spiders and put the medals into the device to access the next section. Right, water's drained. We have free reign. Well done. Okay. Now then, onwards to the chemical plant. I don't know why the ground shakes there when you go past. It does it every time, and I never knew why. Right. I believe the cable car is next. Yes, it is. Let's get that turned on. Wonderful. And get on our way. We're actually getting near the end of the game now. We don't have too much longer left. Just a mini Birkin fight there to keep you on your toes. Just a small one. Nothing too major. Just shoot his hand like 4 times and he's done. Right, there's a key hidden here. You can't see it. Best thing to do is launch the flare. Like, I'm already so well versed in doing Leon's A scenario that I know roughly where it's sat. So just pick it up. The weapon box key. It's kind of useless to pick up when you're playing as Claire because it just gives you more ammo. But as Leon, it gives you something very useful. So we're going to pick that up. Something you'll start seeing in a moment as well. Aim up, depth perception, good shot. Now we should be able to get both these guys at once. Yes, I think that was a 2-in-1. Right. Yep, 2-in-1. This zombie here, shotgun parts. Now, this is where Leon's arsenal becomes really quite ridiculous. While Claire might have more variety in terms of the, grenade rounds she can use, also having the bowgun, which is pretty decent against zombies, and the spark shot. Leon's weapon's been upgradable just make things utterly unbelievable. The upgraded shotgun is withering. Absolutely withering. I will demonstrate in just a second. Let's blast, shall we? Kaboom. And one more. Kaboom. You see, that would have barely done anything at that range with the standard shotgun. Upgraded, it can take them out from a distance at 2 hits, and will pretty much almost always take them out in a singular hit at close range. It's the equivalent of firing the Magnum at them. Now, aim up when you fire it as well. Bang. Just blows them in half. It literally blows them in half. Don't aim at the middle and shoot them with that, because it will make them split in half a lot of the time. The sheer force will make them split in half, and that causes more problems than it's worth. But yeah, guys, I do reckon that this is where we are gonna leave it for this part, on our way to Umbrella's lab. Thank you very much to everyone that's been stopping in. I've really enjoyed bringing this to you so far, and you guys know me, I just love playing Resident Evil. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. And as always, I will see you in the next one. So guys, I have been Silver, your host. Have a fantastic morning, afternoon or night, and I will see you again very soon. Take care, guys.